How to use the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. Pen tool is one of the powerful tools when using Adobe Illustrator. You will definitely need to use the pen tool eventually. So let's go and see what we can do with the pen tool. First, I'll show you how to use the pen tool for tracing. Let's place a sample image. And just using the pen tool, let's see what we can do for tracing an image or an art. Let's imagine you placed an art here, or you're using one of the templates from the library, or you've got another image from elsewhere and you want to trace it. Using the pen tool, you can accomplish that. In fact, before I show you that, do keep in mind Adobe Illustrator actually gives you very powerful tools for tracing images using Live Trace. So now on another layer, let's grab our pen tool and let's just start making some anchor points. Let's change it to the stroke color and let's do something like this. One there. Initially, that's how I use it. So I don't really worry about if it's in shape or not. Because using the pen tool, I can actually do that later. So I find this method much easier. So now let's actually come out of that image because that was on a new layer, right? Now, using the pen tool, we've used it for trace. It's in tracing purposes. But that doesn't look right. So now let's grab the Convert Anchor Point tool. Let's press Ctrl+ to zoom in. While holding the Shift on our keyboard, we can move the artboard. Hold the Shift key and move the artboard. So now, convert the anchor point tool. Let's select an anchor point and drag it. We can do that on any path. Now we've just created handles that we can work with individually. Or we can bring that handle to the anchor point, as in on the path. And if I release it, that handle is gone. Let's select Direct Selection tool. As you can see, there's only one handle if I want. But if I'm not happy with it, grab the Convert the Anchor Point tool and work on it again if I want. So now let's do that for the ear part. So it's a bit more natural looking. So grab the path and move it. Let's do that for here, and this one, and a little bit here. You get the point, right? So this is the power of the pen tool. It gives you that precise control. Now, while we're working on it, using Add Anchor Point tool, let's do something like this. We can add more anchor points. Or we can delete some of them. Okay, so that's one method to use the pen tool. So you can use it for tracing. What else can you do? Well, let's do this. Using the pen tool, create a path anywhere. Okay, let's create it here on the left. Let's create another one, and let's close it. Direct Selection tool, shortcut is letter A on your keyboard. Let's grab an anchor point and use alignment tools. Vertical align to the top and middle. Let's grab this anchor point, align to the bottom, right. This one, bottom, left. Now that's a perfect triangle. Okay, let's press on letter V, which is a selection tool. Let's grab the triangle we made while holding the Shift key. Let's resize it. Okay, so that's a perfect triangle here. Let's change the color and fill it with a color. Or let's add new stroke. 6-7 pixel. Let's make it pink. Now remember what we've done. We use the pen tool to create a perfect shape. But let's imagine this scenario. So let's delete that. Let's actually duplicate the layer while holding, just put it on top of create new layer. So you can actually duplicate layers like that, much easier. Now let's use the add anchor point onto our path. Let's add another one. Okay, direct selection tool. Let's grab that or the other, if that makes sense. That is the power of the pen tool. You can use it for tracing. You can use it to create shapes, lines, or anything that you want. Surely there is many other tools that will streamline your workflow, but at times you will need to use the pen tool. I'll show you a quick trick to create beautiful looking abstract lines using the pen tool. So let's just make some shape. With the fill color, let's make that transparent, as in no color. Now let's make that 1 pixel. Now let's create another layer and let's use the pen tool. Okay, another one. Okay, now we've just used the pen tool, create some lines. I want to change the color of the layer to blue. Let's select everything. Select object. Let's select blend. Blending options. Smooth color. Or we have specified steps. And let's specify steps to be 28. Let's press OK. Now, grabbing the whole paths, let's go to blend and let's press make. See, abstract art. Now we can grab the layer and duplicate if we want. Or let's do something like that. Let's delete that. With this one, let's do something like this. Change the stroke length, width, thickness to be a little bit more thinner. Perhaps that looks a little bit more better. But let's press on Ctrl Z to go back to previous steps. But instead, this time, let's change the color of this to be, let's say, green. And the other one that we've created to be, let's say, blue. Now, let's grab all, go to Object, Blend, Make. Now you've got colorful abstract lines. Okay, but you can see the power of the pen tool. You can create many things. Using this method I've just shown to you, you could have used the pencil tool as well. Perhaps at times that could be easier, because with Adobe Illustrator you're working with vector paths. Let's grab all, object, blend, make. Let's now change the stroke. Now that looks beautiful, doesn't it? That is how you use the pen tool. There is many different ways you can use it. It's just a matter of experimenting with it.